Hello, YouTube. This is the Good Colonel coming at you from his audio realm. I'm going to talk to you today about Call of Duty 4. Now, Call of Duty 4 was given several Game of the Year awards by several publications, such as Game Daily, GameSpy, and even MSNBC, which, their credibility, whatever. IGN also gave it Game of the Year, which most people don't like. I like them. And they're it's a pretty good game to say the least. Um, Starts out with you as a British SAS soldier in training. You go on to, you know, and you're dropping onto a cargo freighter. And sorry about that. I was interrupted by my brother. It's kind of hard to do anything like this in my house, but whatever. Whatever. I live here. It's good enough for me. Um, we were at talking about the cargo ship. The cargo ship level, I don't really remember that much because I started playing it on veteran, and actually I had a really great time. It was really hard though. It's kind of like Gears of War on hardcore, which I will review Gears of War later. But enough about that. We then cut to a Marine, I believe it's Private Miller, maybe? I don't know. But he's going into an unnamed Arabian country, which I think is hilarious. But, people have already said things like that a lot. And so he's fighting this war. It's obviously like the war in Iraq, or the war on terror, whatever you want to call it. And so they're fighting. And then an extremist, well, I won't spoil that, but there's an amazing, really powerful, in fact, this has one of the greatest stories in a, shooter. Uh, I would have to say, of all the games I played. It's really, it's up to par with Tom Clancy, at least. I haven't read a lot of his novels, so I wouldn't know, but it's at least up to par with, something you'd see on, uh, like a Flashpoint or the Unit or something like that. Not Flashpoint, because that's more about SWAT, but something that has to do with our military, like a movie or something. It's and it's not like those stereotypical war games where you go in, and I'm borrowing this line from Jeff Gerstmann. Just go watch his review. Why are you watching mine? I'm glad you're watching mine. If you're watching, please subscribe. You're not actually watching anything, you're just listening to me. But it's not like, back to what I was saying, it's not like most war games where you just go in and you're the good guy and you beat the bad guys totally and wholly and everyone comes out unscathed. And in this, people die. Characters you've been with die. I'm not going to tell you who because I want you to be tortured. And I want no, I don't want you to be tortured. Um, I'm not going to tell you who dies though because it would spoil something. But someone dies at the end, and I take it back. The story's not that great. It's about there's really no motivation for the villain, and you only see the villain like one time outside of briefings and stuff. And he's not that good of a villain. But characters are really great. Story's really great. Campaign's awesome. I love the slow mo and old timey cheats. Those are fun. And then onto multiplayer, which is probably the best multiplayer I've played outside of Halo 3. Which I know Halo 3 is just awesome. And they really make up for the lack of multiplayer achievements by giving you tons of achievements in the multiplayer itself. It doesn't add up to your gamer score, but it adds, certain challenges that you can do in multiplayer, like you can shoot down a chopper, call in an airstrike or a UAV, uh, UAV drone to UAV recon. That's what it is. And there's lots of guns. It's lots of fun. You can customize it with perks. I'm not sure what I think of Martyrdom, or Last Stand is okay, but I'm not sure what I think of Martyrdom because I don't stick around to, screw with the bodies or anything. But all in all, I'd give it a solid, well, at least a 9.5 out of 10. I can be nitpicky and say that it's not. I don't know if I can be nitpicky. Well, yeah, I can actually. The ending has a rap song that would go better in Gears of War. I hated the rap song at the end. It totally ruined any emotional attachment I felt to Staff Sergeant Griggs. But it was pretty good. I especially like the levels, the bog and the bog, Charlie Don't Surf, and War Pig. Those are some great levels with the Marines. Anything with the SAS is cool. I especially like the second level, I believe, and Heat. No, the one before Heat, the one Safe House. Yeah, and the one with Captain Price's captain. Can't remember his name, but whatever. Really great game. Solid 9.5 out of 10. Go out and buy it. Enjoy it. Play more multiplayer. It's really fun.